Could you possibly rewind and come again?
What's going on, people? Level Up Media. So in this video I'll be speaking about one of my all-time favorite female vocalists known as Coko. Now we all know Coko from the legendary R&B trio SWV, and it's hard to think of her separately from SWV, being as her legacy was pretty much defined by what she accomplished as part of SWV. However, even though their overall sound was a sum of all three members, Coco's voice was a defining factor in SWV's sound. I mean, whenever I think of SWV, apart from the fact that they have hits for days, it's Coco's voice that I remember. Now, granted, Coko was the lead vocalist and sung the lead on most, if not all, of their tracks. So obviously her voice would be heard more prominently. But the quality of her voice was that of a lead vocalist, and she led very well. But it wasn't just the fact that she was the lead vocalist, it was the great quality of her vocal leadership. At some point during the late 90s, she went on to pursue a solo career and recorded and released 5 albums. I believe at least 3 of the albums were gospel albums and the others were R&B. Now, SWV were originally a gospel group, so it's refreshing to see her go back to her musical and spiritual roots again. And another thing that I like about Coko is that even though she had already achieved iconic status with SWV, she still wanted to expand her discography, which is admirable and a testament to her work ethic. And like I always say, there are a lot of artists that are talented but lazy, but obviously Coko is not one of them. I think her solo career wasn't as prominent as her time with SWV, but I don't think that's anything to do with her quality as an artist. Because one thing that has been consistently prominent is that sweet and serenading voice. I would say Coko has an octave range of about 2 to 2.5, so definitely not the widest range, but where she excels is that sweet and rich texture that just emits from her vocal cords. Now, I think there are certain music styles that complement and that are more suited to her voice than others, but Coko has a timeless voice and singing style that I think is criminally underrated. Her voice was literally the voice of an era. When you think of the 90s, Coco's voice stands out as iconic. Her voice was distinguished as one of the many legendary voices from the 90s era. So big shout out to Coko for sharing her gift. I am truly blessed and privileged to have grown up listening to her voice, the voice of an era. So that's all from me. Until the next time, I see you on the other side. Peace.